The NASCAR season in full throttle, and all the action is covered across the Fox network. We'll be at Fontana, California next Sunday on Fox, and then move to FX for nighttime coverage, Saturday night coverage from Richmond and from Charlotte. Excuse me, Easter Bunny next Sunday. That's right. California in 2 weeks. Ricky Craven spent one lap in NASCAR jail and now comes back onto the Speedway, and we're set to go racing.
He was a bad boy.
Bobby Labonte's car is the color of money, and he is the race leader over pole sitter Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart, and Dale Jr.
Ready.
It wasn't that long ago, beginning this race, he was on the verge of going a lap down. It's a good restart again. He is on the money on these restarts.
Yeah, Jeff Gordon was right there with him, but Bobby really just hustled it off into turn one.
He has that clean racetrack. We'll have 48 laps to go this time by.
Everybody's searching for that bottom right now, because that's where you make the most of the best time. You run down there as long as you got fresh tires on, then you may have to move around later, but looking for the bottom.
You know, this is about the time of the race last year that Bobby Labonte took the lead. He didn't lead last year until lap 371. Went on to win it. The big difference, last year he started 39th. Today he started 15th. Vice versa. He started 15th last year, took a provisional, started 39th today, and came all the way to the front.
Dale Earnhardt Jr., he's trying to clear the lap car of Johnny Benson. He's running back there in 5th after that contact on that restart before this lap. Riding with him right here.
Here we go, all clear.
You know, Jeff, I know we've talked about 2 tires or 4 tires. That's a long way to go, 50 laps. And I'm watching Jeff Gordon. He is reeling Bobby Labonte in. He's faster right through the center of the corner. But Darrell and I were talking earlier, Bobby Labonte has that clean racetrack where he can predict his line.
Yeah, but the thing is those 4 tires will overcome those 2. I'm pretty sure of that. And but it was a good call. I mean, look what he did. He got him the lead. Gave him a chance, and he didn't have a chance before that.
But Darrell, I think right now what's going to happen once Jeff Gordon gets to him and starts to really work on him, and he gets up underneath him, which I think is what's going to happen here, I believe you'll see Jimmy Johnson and a couple other guys. Now you can see Jeff Gordon looking outside. That's what you can do with 4 tires. You can drive your car in more places and find where the grip is as Jeff Gordon right now looks inside of Bobby Labonte. And I really believe once he gets under him, several other guys will take advantage of it. We'll see bye-bye to Bobby Labonte.
I mean, Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon's teammate in the Lowe's 48 car, he wants to get up there when Jeff Gordon pokes that hole. He can take advantage of it as well.
See, when you're on 2 tires, you kind of go where the car wants you to go. That's a little bit more. When you're on 4 tires, you can go the opposite way the guy in front of you goes. He goes low, you can go high. He goes high, you can go low.
No saving anything now, right?
Oh, no, baby. Just get up on the wheel, use up them brakes, use up that bumper if you have to.
And what we have to remember, Bobby Labonte has not been in the top 5 all day long. That move, if it don't win the race, and it still could, he still leads this thing, it'll probably buy him a better finish than he was going to have if he just followed the leader.
Watched the Busch race last night, the 21 payday car over there with, who's driving it this week?
Johnny Sauter.
He finished 2nd because of good pit strategy and hadn't been in the top 10 all night.
For the lead, Jeff Gordon, who led 176 laps thus far, battling Bobby Labonte, defending champion. Gordon, today's pole sitter.
As long as Bobby can accelerate up off of the track, off of turn 2 and 4, a lane up off the bottom, he's in the catbird seat.
It almost looks like Bobby's running a lower groove in 1 and 2, a little bit higher down in 3 and 4. And he ran the bottom in 3 and 4 that time.
You got to run the bottom right there. You got to come off there real low. The problem is, the biggest problem here is getting off turn 2. That's where you pay the price.
Tony Stewart for 3rd.
Right there, you get loose.
3rd place, Tony Stewart is alongside Jimmy Johnson.
Well, we got 2 teammates. We got the 20 and the 18 running 1st and 4th. You got the 24 and the 48 running 2nd and 3rd. Well, they changed a little bit that lap.
See that lap right there, though? Tony Stewart, he had the fastest speed that time. We have so much racing up there between the top 2, Bobby Labonte and Jeff Gordon.
I tell you one thing, Bobby Labonte is driving the wheels off his car right now.
And if he drives it in there too far, Jeff Gordon will be right there.
The thing he's got going for him is he can get off the corner. So far, so good.
I'll tell you who's driving the wheels off right now. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in that Budweiser car. He is all over the back of Jimmy Johnson, pulls it inside. This is a battle for fourth. Can he win the race down into turn 3? Turns it down. Not quite. Again, getting good fight on the upper groove of turn 4 on the exit.
Not too far behind this little crowd either. Don't look. There's the 99 car of Burton and the 38 car of Sadler. They're in the picture.
Left side of your screen, the lead battle. On the right side of your screen, the race for fourth.
And you're right, Darrell, that race for fourth, it's about to become a 3-car battle because Jeff Burton, carrying the Muscular Dystrophy Association colors this week, he's right there with these guys.
I really thought Dale Jr. could just slip right by these guys as good as his car seemed to be earlier. But again, he had track position. He was out front.
And he's much faster than Jimmy Johnson right now. He keeps beating and banging on that rear bumper. Looks like he did last week at Talladega, but he just can't clear him and get by him.
It just worked last week.
Our spotters say Junior's not said a word on the radio since the last pit stop, so if there's something wrong with that car, he's not disclosed it to the crew.
Well, the thing about it, no sense in disclosing it now. Nothing that crew can do. It's up to him and that race car right now.
There's really nothing wrong. Sometimes, Mike, when you start to hustle your car, you find out it wasn't as good as you thought it was. Everybody else steps it up a notch, and you can't.
Speaking of stepping up a notch, Tony Stewart in the 20 car, he has caught that lead group up there, Bobby Labonte and Jeff Gordon. He's pulling right up to him, going down the backstretch.
Well, that 20 car has been really good all day long, and it's been able to run the really low line. It comes off a corner right on the Fox.
Stewart is about to make Joe Gibbs nervous, and Jimmy Maycar, and everybody who's involved with both of those teams, and the structure there. Really interesting, Darrell. Whichever car wins, it doesn't matter. Everybody shares in the bonus pool.
I tell you, I wouldn't be nervous. I'd be happy.
Well, so far.
You know, the thing about Tony Stewart, Darrell, he has showed us all day long, as he did in the beginning of the race, he can run the low groove, but when he needs to, he can run the high groove.
Yeah, they adjusted around on that car, and they made it real good on, but he has the most trouble right there, Larry.
On turn 2.
He just can't get off of turn 2. Now, Junior went to the outside. It's better off of 2 up high. It's better off of 4 down low.
Still there.
See if he can get that good bite off turn 4. I believe he'll clear Jimmy Johnson this time.
There, still
The
there.
48 car actually hit the curve down there in that low groove in turn 4.
That'll mess it. That just upsets the car so badly.
Now, Dale Earnhardt Jr. has a little breathing room. He needs these guys to start battling up front.
But Tony Stewart just threw it into turn 3, 2 car lengths deeper than Gordon, and paid the price as Gordon goes for the lead.
Now, we can see if Gordon can get hooked up as he comes off of turn 2. That's the hardest place. Get loose, and see how Bobby gets a little run on him there. But now Gordon's good on this end down low.
Boy, you're right, Mike. Tony Stewart bails that thing in turn 3, and it stuck that time.
Now, Gordon clipped a curve that time coming out of 4. That's how low you try to get down there.
Labonte gives him enough room for his race car.
Now, see, Jeff will get loose again right here. He just can't get back to the throttle right there.
It's like Tony Stewart's back there waiting to see who's going to prevail, because that'll probably be the person he tries to follow.
I don't think he's waiting, Larry. I think he's coming as fast as he can.
They break even out of 4. Keep him pinned down. If you keep him pinned down, there's not a whole lot he can do. Keep him pinned down. Gets loose. Drag him down the straightaway.
What you have to remember, Bobby Labonte's out there on just those 2 right side tires, so he's really using those tires up right now, but he's doing what he has to do.
What Tony doesn't want to do is get up in there and distract Bobby Labonte, worrying about him. He wants to try to get by, but he needs to let Bobby keep the 24 car pinned down.
If Bobby Labonte has an advantage anywhere, it's on the exit of the corners. Right here, he gets such a good bite off turn 2 and turn 4.
Actually, Gordon's a little better off of 4. He gets it down there, but just when they get right there, you just can't get back to the throttle, and when you try to, you spin the rear tires.
And while they're doing this, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in that Budweiser car, he's closing about 2/10 a lap.
This is going to be 4 cars under a blanket here any moment. 25 to go, 24 as they pass the line.
And Tony's going to get impatient because he's got to go.
He got a little impatient right there.
He's got to go. He's got to get by him because he sees Dale Jr. coming. We're running out of laps. We only got 24 to go.
3 hours and 15 minutes have come down to this. 20-some laps to go and side by side for the lead.
You're happy when your teammate's up there fighting for the win and you're right there behind him, but you're not happy when you see people catching you. he's loose off of 2 also. That's a problem area for him.
Yeah, you talk about 3 hours and something, 477 laps. Don't need no seats here. Everybody's standing up right now.
4 cars fight for the lead. 3 cars fight for 5th. Can it get any better than this?
I don't think so.
The thing that hurts Jeff Gordon is I think he's committed to the bottom. He can't really run off the corner high like the 18 car can.
There are the 2 battles for the lead on the left.
And see how they get. Bobby Labonte sort of pulls away when he gets Jeff Gordon out from underneath of him. Where he's not distracted.
Dale Earnhardt Jr., Darrell, he is working that high line. He's caught Tony Stewart.
But back here behind him, man, here comes some guys that are racing hard for 4th place, 5th place.
Elliott Sadler inside of Jeff Burton and going by Jimmy Johnson.
I really think it's cool for Elliott Sadler to be running as good as he is, because he just, the other night, he just said, I don't like this place.
And I think it's cool for Jeff Burton in that 99 to be having a good run. Struggled so much this year.
And I think it's cool for Fox to show you at home 2 races at once.
We got 2 good races going on. First 4, next 3. 99 got into the 48 there, just about took him out. That's just driving in hard. He drove in hard, got in on the brakes, and slid up into the 48.
Dale Earnhardt Jr., he went to the bottom of 3 and 4 of them, but Tony Stewart, just like his teammate, Bobby Labonte, good fight on the high side off turn 4.
Mr. Who's got the good shock package in there today.
Here comes Junior under Stewart, had a nose under there, couldn't do it.
Hard to make that move off the 2.
We're inside of 20 to go. Ryan Newman back in the race, but cannot improve his position. He's 46 laps down.
So Jeff Gordon in the 24, we're down to about 18 laps to go. Jeff, it's like he's backed off just a little bit. I just wonder maybe he's trying to cool those tires down just a little bit, but keep Bobby Labonte with him.
I'm sure that's what he's trying to do right now, Larry, but one other thing is kind of looking at the front windshield. You got to look at lap traffic getting ready to come into play here as we see Dale Earnhardt Jr. underneath the 20-car Tony Labonte. So, Tony Stewart, but that's what now is going on is you're sitting there looking at these guys race side by side, but lap traffic's going to come into play in this race.
I really think that what Jeff Gordon did was backed off there for a little while. Might have been getting his brakes too hot. Cool things off a little bit and make another charge here. He's got to believe with 4 tires versus 2, he's got to have an advantage.
But I'm impressed with that 18 car, Darrell, with those 2 tires. I mean, what a great call on this guy's part.
Now, if I was a crew chief, that's when I would be excited. I made that call. I gave him 2 tires. I got the lead. I might be able to win. I'd be excited if I was Fatback.
A page out of last year's book, as Jeannie told us earlier. 2 tires on the last stop was what put Bobby Labonte in position to win here 1 year ago. But traffic will be a factor.
And look at this group right here, Jeff Burton in the 99. I think he has a tire rub because of this beating and banging. They've been beating and banging for the last 5 laps on each other.
Now, what happened that time, Larry, is the 24 car went up high off of turn 2, got that run off of 4. He's getting a little closer every lap now. He's inching in there, getting a little closer.
Did it. Did it. And traffic ahead, and Junior's there, too.
Look at Bobby Labonte. He's not ready to give up just yet, though, Mike. He gets beside him in the turn 3. He got a good fight on the bottom of the racetrack right there. And look at Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's right there as well.
I have to give Bobby Labonte a lot of E for effort. I mean, he's put a lot into it. Oh, Terry Labonte's down here in turn 4.
Terry Labonte spun around, caution in the air. Oh boy, 13 laps to go. The caution flag waves for Terry Labonte.
That's a shame. He was still on the lead lap, having a good run.
And let's show you what happened here between Jeff Burton and Jimmy Johnson.
Well, they've done this a couple of times, guys. I mean, the 99 kept getting in under him, and then they just kind of like say, I didn't appreciate that, and bang on each other.
And what happened to Terry Labonte?
Same thing, gets down underneath of 23, gets under him. No. Wasn't the 23 wasn't involved in that.
It's almost like he checked up because of what was going on between him. It looked like Kurt Busch got in the back of him.
17 car looked like got a little bit loose, and he had to check up a tad and got nailed from behind.
And we have 12 cars on the lead lap. This is a quickie yellow, which means everybody can pit. Right now, the only one I see coming to pit road is Ricky Rudd. It's a no-brainer. 12 cars on the lead lap. He was running 12. Get your 4 fresh tires.